What's up, guys? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching this video from and when you're watching this video. It's a boy, Ozenito, and compliments of the season. It's I think 6 days or 7 days to Christmas, and yeah, it's an exciting period. Christmas is like the most wonderful time of the year where there's a lot of giving and stuff. So yeah, I mean, just celebrate love to celebrate Jesus Christ and all. Yeah, today we're back to our Tarios 5 days challenge, and today we are going to be designing a poster for the legendary Kobe Bryant, right? Kobe Bryant. So he shared two of these two images, and he mentioned that you can also like download any random image you want online. So I went online, Pinterest as usual, not online, Pinterest. I mean, it's online, but I was just going through like sport poster designs and all, because I didn't want to use basketball poster. So if I go to basketball poster design, you would see that it's like there's this kind of style that is common with basketball posters. Like it's always this type, like it's always this type. Now I want to see how I can then bring in another kind of like style to it, but still keeping it very, very simple, because today is the first day of the challenge. So we want to make it as simple as possible, but still, having that touch of like, you know, that nice vibe to it and all. So yeah, the first thing we're going to do is open up Upscale. Upscale is free to use, just download it. I've spoken about this several times on my channel. So I'm going to use Upscale to like upscale this image um, quickly. All right, so I've been able to upscale the two images, and from kilobytes of image, we have 150 MB, and the other is 47 MB, which is ridiculous. So first thing first, let's open our file. So this time I'm going to use for the width 5000 pixels, for the height 5600. I like using this because I can easily post this on both Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Like the dimension, it's I mean, I could have easily used like a poster design, but most time Instagram will just cut it off. So I rather just go with something like this. So yeah, this is it, Kobe. So I'm thinking of how to go about this. I can either use Kobe, right, then place him inside the text and find a way to like manipulate the entire thing, or just bring him inside basketball court, which I've been trying to like get a particular basketball court to use. Let me check Shutterstock if we'll be able to like get one there. But yeah, I'm still not sure what to do with the poster. Well, I think I have two ideas. It's just how to then execute the easiest one, because I don't spend too much time on this, right? Yeah. So I love this. I love how this is looking. So let me just open this up, right? As usual, this image is not for commercial use, so I'll just yeah, I'll just pick what I can pick. Let me quickly download it and get back. So yeah, I've been able to download this, and I've upscaled it as well on my upscale software. So let's go to Photoshop. We have Photoshop here, right? I'm going to bring this in, just drag this in. I'm going to upscale it. I said I'm going to increase the size, I mean. So yeah, I think this works, right? You know what? Let's make the length longer, just a little bit. Yeah, solid color. Make sure it's white or any color you want to choose. We'll change the color later. Then bring this in, and let's scale it up, something like this. Now this is going to be our background. A very, very simple design, straightforward design, right? We'll try our best not to do too much. So for this one, let's bring this up. Let's open this on Photoshop. And yeah, we are just going to go to, you can go to select and choose subject. Where is it? You can choose subject, or if you're subscribed to Photoshop, you can just choose select subject, and it automatically selects the subjects in a neater way. Or it's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be neater. All right, that's selected it, and I'm going to just zoom in and make sure that the selections are properly done. Right, you can see, just go through your design. I'm going to pause it and come back to it. All right, so I've tried to like select it properly, and when you're done selecting, you can just select and max, and it's going to give you your image. It's quite heavy because we have scaled it, so but yeah, just press OK and apply layer mask. Then you can drag this into your design. See how heavy it is for it to be that big. So I'm going to scale it down. Right, we can either use this as a background and then add shadow and everything, or we can just find a way to like do something with it. Now what I'm thinking of is going to PNG. It might look weird at first, but let's just see what we can get with it. Basketball. Okay, I think this is really enough. So I'm going to download this one. Percentage VCF. Excuse me. All right. Now this is what is on my head, right? I don't know how to look yet, but this is what's on my head. Now imagine us having this ball like this, all right, and it's been like the base of our design. I'm just trying to see. So I'm just trying to see what I can effect with this. Just see what we can effect with this. I'm not sure yet, but just see. BB basketball. So we can see how we can place this here, or we can use that other guy. That's the other image, I mean. So let's open this other image. I'll just close this one. Again, select subject. I'm going to take time to make sure the line, every part of it is properly set. All right, so having selected it, just go to select and max. Right, taking too much time on this, but yeah, selection is always exhausting, but it's very good for design. So I'm going to scale this down as well. Now, two things I'm thinking of, right? Two things. I don't know how it's going to turn out yet, but I just know I'll do something with this. And if it doesn't work out, I'll just delete the ball. First thing first, let's introduce a solid color, but we use is jersey color, right? Then also let's introduce another solid color, and this time is other jersey color. Yeah, so now what can I do with this? So we can either go through two routes. We can either do a solid color background, then we have the whole light and stuff, or we do this background and we would have to probably take away this ball, because I don't think this ball can exist with the background. I don't know yet. I would just make it as simple as possible because I'm pretty exhausted. But yeah, what do you guys think? I'm coming. Let me try out something. Nothing is looking right. Nothing is looking right. So what we can then do is we can just close. We can bring this bulb here, right? Only even serve as can serve as an effect. Excuse me. Control J. Let's duplicate it. Control J. Can serve as an effect. I don't know this. This is me just trying out random stuff. So bear with me. Okay, okay. I see something now. I see something. Let me leave this as it is. Let's turn the ball a little bit like this. I don't know if you're getting that gist, but his leg is giving it serious issue. But yeah, I don't know. This is looking really tough. What is on my mind is different from what I'm seeing. I mean, if it's this one, it's easy for me to just play around it, right? It's actually easy. I could just use this black background. I don't need to introduce anything. Just use this black background, and okay. Hold on a minute. Let's do something because this one looks like it's actually. I want to do something crazy. I don't know, but I also want to do something simple. I don't know why these two things are. Hmm. What is on my head is not what is showing, and I don't know why. All right, so after a long time of thinking, I figured out I'm just going to like go with whatever I'm going to go with. So what I'm thinking of doing is I'm going to place several balls around him. Like this is going to be in front of him, this is going to be here, and I actually thought of making it like a bigger version of him, but I still don't know how that would lead. But yeah, let's just start from somewhere. So I'm going to create a new layer and call it light. So we can place some form of like lights behind him. So we'll select this color and get the lighter version of it, and just take our brush and dab, you know, just dab it like so. So at least there's something going on behind him, giving him some form of like depth, right? So after doing that, my next thought is to bring in Kobe. Now before we even continue, let me just first close all this up and just write the word Kobe. Let me see if I can do something with that. Kobe. And for that I'm going to use atom. We need something bold, so let's choose black. Atom. ALTO, yeah. And yeah, so I'm going to use this particular font, right? It's too much. So Kobe will be here. Kobe will be here like this. Then we can have Bryant or Brian, I don't know, whichever way it's pronounced. Bryant, I think. Just confirm. Let me confirm his name. Kobe Bryant, yeah. So this is what we're going to do. Now this Bryant, right, we're going to like use like our distort tool to like make it look like the shadow of Kobe, right? So to do that, let's duplicate this Bryant just in case we mess up one. So we're going to rasterize the image. After rasterizing it, we're going to go to edit, transform, distort. So the edge of B would go to the edge of K, right? Something like this. Now the edge of C will go to the edge of E, like this. And we're not done. See under this dot, we see how we can. I want to see how we can, just play around with this like this. So let me zoom in. This will come here. This will come here. Now we could have done it in a better way by just using shape tool, but I don't have time. So yeah, we can use soft lights, or I don't know what kind of whatever light works for us. And yeah, let's just see how we can bring this down a bit. Even for Kobe, let me see. I'm not sure what we want to use for. So we'll push this up a little bit. No, push this as in the text itself. Nothing should change. See, then push it up a bit. Yeah, something like this. Alright, so next thing, I would have introduced this and just put it like that, but I don't know. I don't want to give it, so I'll just use this one and introduce this ball, introduce this ball and this ball. But let me arrange it properly. Okay, let's download um, grain before we use the main grain from Photoshop. Yeah, let's just download this grain. Yeah, don't mind me at this point. I'm just doing whatever I'm doing. Sometimes and I like this. Sometimes design will just be a bit, especially if you are stressed out. I just want to make sure I participate in this challenge, especially for this. If you're able to start, the rest would come easy. So I'm going to just use this. Okay, so for this ball here, let's make it a smart object and just add Gaussian blur, right? Something like this. I think this one should even come here. This one we can also do the same thing. Convert to smart object and Gaussian blur. So then for this one, we are going to use the shadow of this, turn it to black, then flip it vertically, then distort it. Just distort it a bit. Click to this, add then multiply, let's add more Gaussian blur. So we'll add more shadow to that one. Yeah, something like this is fine. Multiply. So the shadow is actually looking like it's coming from the down part, and it gets like there's light coming down here, so you get the point. Yeah, something like this. If I turn off this one, what will it look like? Let's see if I can introduce something absurd, something crazy. Excuse me. So let's turn off this one. Instead of turning it off, you can give it shade. At this point, I don't know. I'm just doing random stuff at this point. So what I'm thinking is, it's one side manipulation, it's one side um, text about him, right? So just like a poster, but so that means we'll not be needing this Kobe Bryant stuff again. This particular one, yeah, we won't be needing it. What we can do is we can bring in this one. We can bring in this one, and instead of overlay, we can make it normal, and we can choose this color, Kobe, then BR no, BRY ANT. I still don't know what I'm doing, no, but I know that we'll do something. I will submit something. Kobe Bryant. So let me put dash. Right. I still don't know what I'm doing, but I know we'll do something. Now let's go to Wikipedia, or let's just type in Kobe Bryant achievements. And that's the beautiful thing about design. It just starts off as trash. Before you know it, if you keep, first off, let me bring it out on sticky notes. Now we can open a text, not this one. We can open a new layer and just sorry, open a text somewhere else. Like this, control, sorry, let's bring it up here. Now for the text, we're going to use, as usual, intermedium, and let's use a very small, and for this one we use white. So yeah, I'm going to just leave it as this. Yeah, we'll leave it as this, and let's just, yeah, this is fine. Now for that Kobe Bryant, we'll use a bold one, and we can make it larger than the rest, so 24 should do the magic. Yeah, and for that one we can use this color. Then we can highlight one that is actually very, very good. So yeah, I think the spacing, it needs spacing. So because it needs spacing, we might have to reduce the size of the text. So but yeah, let's start one. Excuse me. So for that, I will just reduce the first of, let me just reduce this size first. We'll come back to that later. Okay, now that we have this, and then all right, then this one will then be okay. And from not knowing what to do to creating something that looks okay, I think it looks okay. I don't know. We are our own worst critics, so to somebody else it might look very dope. But to me, I think it looks okay. Whew, right. So let me see if Kobe Bryant has like a website. Kobe Bryant, let's see if he has a website or something. KobeBryant.com. I'm not sure anything is showing, so instead of putting his own website, I'll go to ql-code.generator, and I'll put in my own Instagram link. By the way, this is free to use, and just download. Alright, so we have it ready, which is this. So what I'll do is, instead of me just bringing it in straight away like that, I'll open it there, select color range, choose black. Now Ctrl J to separate the black from the text. Now bring the black here, increase the size, place it here. Now you can convert it to any color by using solid color. Let's change it to white by using this, or by using this. Simple. And if you want, you can then reduce the size like so. And yeah, that's basically. So for this excuse me, for this stuff, let's introduce that. Where's that green? Did we delete the green? Let's bring in that green. So we're going to introduce this green. So you can see how that green looks here. It looks very dope. But let's still duplicate it and bring it totally to the front, completely like this. And this time we're going to just, let's use darken and reduce the size, reduce the opacity and fill, something like this. And you can always come here and choose your um, LUT and stuff, or LUT, whatever it's called, you know. But I won't really mess with it too much because I really love the color tone, right? I really love the color tone. So yeah. If I'm to introduce this foggy night, I love how it looks, but also it's going to really damage the color tone. So I'm going to only apply it to, excuse me, I'm going to only apply it to the character himself. You can see. Then I'm going to either, yeah, should we darken, or let's darken, then, so that that feel is there. You can see the difference. Now if I turn this back on and I just soft light or reduce it totally like this. All right, I think this is good to go. I think this is good to go. Yeah, I think this is good to go. We didn't later use the other image, but let me see if there's a place we can put the other image. Where's the other image? This one, right? Yeah, this one. Let me bring it to. We can bring it here, but again, it's just going to mess up our design. Ah, sweet. You guys see this bar? Yeah, yeah. We can bring it somewhere here. Somewhere here is fine. Somewhere here is fine. So we're going to just bring it somewhere here. But the effect we gave this one, control, we'll give it to that one as well. So it has a dark vibe to it, right? I don't want to put shadow here because this is more or less like a flat, right? So it doesn't have shadow. It doesn't need shadow because it's a flat, unlike this one. But yeah, one final thing we can do is just add light and shadow to this. But again, I'm not trying to do too much. So for shadow, we can just add shadow to this part of his body, you know, and just multiply just a little bit of shadow. I mean, the color lookup has done justice to that already, but for the lights, you can go to just zoom in here, reduce the size, and just brush through these parts. Something like this is fine. All these ones are just easy. You're not supposed to be stressing ourselves with this. But yeah, I'm just going to stop here. And just overlay or soft lights. Overlay is better. You can reduce it a little bit, but overlay is better. And guys, that is basically the design for today, day one. From we being totally confused, or me being totally confused, like not knowing what to do. So coming up with this, Control Shift Alt E, and filter, camera raw filter. You can add a bit of light to it, just a little bit. Yeah. So add highlights, reduce exposure a little. I always like to add that shadow to it. Too much saturation is not good. So let's leave it at 0. But I love adding vibrance to it. And yeah, that's basically it, guys. You can come to the no, that's not it. Go to effect, reduce the texture, add a bit of clarity, crank up the grain because we love a grainy poster, and press OK. And yes, guys, imagine this is what we have. It looks beautiful, and I'm proud of what we were able to achieve because we literally had no idea. You could see I was struggling. We had no idea, but yeah, I love this. So I'm going to just export. I'm going to save it as Kobe Bryant 27 MB. Close 8 MB is fine, but we can do more. Yeah, 11 MB. Alright, guys, thank you for watching. See you tomorrow for the next poster challenge. Have a wonderful day.